I'm Dave Greenwood, and this is Overcoming Distractions. If you are an adult with ADHD, a busy professional, an entrepreneur, a high achiever, or you just need some strategies to navigate your adult ADHD, you are in the right place. Who am I? I'm an entrepreneur with ADHD and the author of 2 books, Overcoming Distractions and Overcoming Burnout. I've worked with hundreds of people just like you, and together we navigate the ups and downs of adult ADHD. Want more info on working with me? Hit overcomingdistractions.com. Ready? Let's get to today's podcast. Welcome to Overcoming Distractions, Thriving with Adult ADHD. If you just stumbled on Overcoming Distractions, I want to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about the podcast, because our focus on this podcast on ADHD is a little different from others. So I'm glad you're taking just a few minutes to check out, I guess, what we would call this podcast trailer to make sure it is a great fit for you. So let's just dig in real quick. This is the podcast that is dedicated to busy professionals with ADHD. That can be the CEO, the PhD, marketing executives, small business owners, entrepreneurs, product managers, anyone that is either a high achiever or is in a demanding career with ADHD. If you're an adult with ADHD, you want some guidance on navigating the complexities of business and life and feel like things could be better for you, then you have landed in the right place. We don't focus on children with ADHD or students or schoolwork or anything. We focus exclusively on how busy professionals with a ton of responsibilities like you can get shit done, thrive as an adult with ADHD, and avoid burnout at all cost. And if you feel burnt out, we have strategies on the podcast and continue to discuss that as well. This is the podcast that gets you, quote unquote, the busy professional with ADHD. So quickly, who am I? I am an entrepreneur with ADHD, and I'm a former executive at one of the most recognized nonprofits in the world. I've had to do my work. I've had to manage people. I've had to build businesses, so on and so on, as an adult with ADHD. And I'm also the author of 2 books, Overcoming Distractions, and my newer book, Overcoming Burnout. And I've learned the hard way for many of these business and life lessons, and I've even experienced burnout a few times as an entrepreneur and as an employee. And I now take a lot of my week to provide mentorship and support individually people like you who may just need that little extra help in navigating business and life as an adult with ADHD, because I do get you. I have been there. And while we solve problems here on the podcast, and I do bring in hand-selected guests that benefit you in your situations, I do realize that some of you need a little more, and that's why I offer that individual one-on-one time. So let's briefly go over some of the things that we discuss regularly on the podcast in no particular order. These are some of the common themes you will find here on Overcoming Distractions. We discuss what it's like to be in a demanding role as an adult with ADHD, business, workload, family commitments. Maybe you have children, young children. Maybe you're a caregiver. All those things that play a role in how good or bad our ADHD gets as a busy adult. We regularly talk about time and energy management. I want to make that clear. It's not just about time management. It's about managing energy and how we create those long-term systems with your ADHD brain. I am not a big fan of hacks. I believe that we need to build systems that help us for the long term. Sure, some hacks work every now and then, like maybe leaving your car keys on the coffee maker or leaving something in front of the front door so you remember it. Great. If it works, perfect. But we're talking about building strategies that will last for you. We discuss how to build a productivity system that works for you and the mountain of options in front of you. We talk about some of the tried and true ways that busy adults with ADHD need to take into consideration to actually get stuff done and feel less stressed out. We talk about procrastination and why for some of us we feel like we get nothing done or we're just always behind on deadlines. We talk about why we do the things we do. And we talk about burnout because I believe busy adults with ADHD can burn out faster and harder than other people. Been there, done that. And I've worked with many of you that have been through burnout and continue to struggle in that type of recovery. We talk about my two favorite words frequently here, control and clarity. Without them, it's hard to thrive as a busy adult with ADHD. And we discuss quite often how to navigate a chaotic work environment. Yeah, we have ADHD, or we have ADHD-like tendencies. Maybe some of you aren't officially diagnosed, and thank you for coming. But not everything is our fault. And I find that over and over again where people contact me and they said, I'm buried in work and everything else. And then when we really dig in, we find out that not everything is our fault. Sure, some of us with ADHD are certainly contributors to chaos. Let's just call it like it is. But you should know that if you're working in chaos, that not everything is your fault. Now, if you're a business owner, solopreneur, entrepreneur, we discuss the challenges that you have juggling it all, because that is also a unique situation. There are hundreds of episodes, and we revisit many of the topics regularly because I do know some of them are buried at this point. At the time of this introductory podcast to refresh people about overcoming distractions, we are close to 300 episodes about adult ADHD. But we do bring a fresh perspective to these topics that I just listed. We do it over and over again. We bring a fresh twist. And there's really something here for everyone. So I'm glad you've decided to check out Overcoming Distractions. And I want you to know that each and every week, I do my best to earn your trust and your listenership. So we try to put on a quality episode here every single time. And I have, I want to make sure that every time you listen to this podcast, that you can walk away with something that you can implement in your business or in your life, whether it's me doing a solo episode or whether it's a guest that I've hand selected to make sure they are a great fit for our objectives. So if you want more information on me, you want to find the books I've written, maybe you need some time or some individual support, just go to overcomingdistractions.com. That's it. I hope that helps you make a decision in what type of adult ADHD podcast you subscribe to. And I invite you to go check out some more episodes. And I hope to see you soon.